Alright, welcome back to another round of Pokemon Sword and Shield ranked doubles. We're going up against Hugo for our first match that we're showing off out of 3. Yeah, they sent out Kingdra and Politoed. I sent out Sableye and Kingdra. Oh, it's basically almost a mirror, but they're going to go straight for the Dynamax at the start, and then I'm going to opt against doing that because I kind of wanted to see if I can take it out with Draco Meteor after quashing. But yeah, they're going to use Helping Hand to boost the max Wormwind that they're inevitably going to fire off. I'm going to use Quash to stall the Kingdra. I use Draco Meteor, and look at that, it missed. Oh, great. So we're off to a great start here. Kingdra goes down, I lose, I'm down 1 Pokemon. Their Kingdra is good to go. But now I'm going to opt to use Dynamax here because I figured, hey, what the heck. My Glacier should be able to handle this, no problem, right? Since it's so bulky. We're going to have Sableye use Quash to postpone Kingdra's move, and then of course they're going to use Scald. I'm lucky enough to avoiding a burn there. We use Hailstorm here just to remove the rain effect, so that way Max Geyser will do normal damage. And look at that, Glacier tanks it like a champ. There we go, and then Sableye uses Quash again to postpone the Kingdra. Then they use Scald again. I didn't get a burn there, thankfully, and then of course now we have our second Max Hailstorm. That's going to be enough to change it right back to Hail, and then they use Max Geyser yet again. Only this time they use Max Geyser on the Sableye for whatever reason. But anyway, there goes the Kingdra. It faints due to Life Orb chip damage. Sableye gets restored with Citrus Berry. In comes Rillaboom, so yeah, there's that to deal with now. They have a priority. So I switch out to Sableye, bring in Tapu Fini because I want to remove the grassy terrain and switch in misty terrain. And Rillaboom's go for Glassy Glide. Tapu Fini tanks it like a champ. And then they go for another Scald, and yet again I survive. Rillaboom's going to come in and go ahead and use Max Hailstorm here to take out the Rillaboom. Down goes that big ol' ape. Glacier is going to get Chilling Nade, and it's going to get the attack boost. Tapu Fini takes chip damage from Hail, which is going to help heal up with the Wiki Berry. And then finally we have Metagross. My Dynamax turns over, so now we're kind of at a scary situation. I thought they were going to use like Meteor Mash or like Iron Head or something, but they didn't. But yeah, we have Muddy Water here, connects with both Pokemon. Politoed takes an accuracy loss, but then of course the +1 Helping Hand was not enough to take out the team on my side, so I'm able to use high horsepower to take out the Metagross. That alone changed the tide of the battle to guarantee that I have a secure victory here. And there we go, Tapu Fini uses Moonblast, and then down goes Politoed. So yeah, we defeat Hugo for our first battle here. And now we're going to move on to the next battle. It's FT. FT. It's a cool name, cool card. They're going to lead with Sableye and Dragapult, and then here we go. I'm going to use the other Pokemon that I'm using for my ranked doubles team, just because I figured I might as well just see if I can go all the way up with Pincurchin. I've really wanted to use Pincurchin for a while, just because it's like one of those Pokemon that you don't see, and I'm just like, how can I actually make this Pokemon work in a ranked doubles? But anyway, Sableye goes for the Fake Out. I Dynamax to avoid it, and then we use Quash to postpone the Dragapult. We use Hex on it to feint it so that it went last and couldn't attack. So they probably didn't see that coming. Thankfully they didn't, because that was hilarious to see Pincurchin wreck a Dragapult. Alright, so now they bring in a Thundurus. I believe they Dynamax as Thundurus. Let's find out. Yep, they Dynamax the Thundurus. Funny part was, I don't know why, but it's because I haven't done ranked doubles in a while. I thought it was Tornadus, and I should have known better. But either way, we're rolling with it. We use Quash to postpone it, and then they use Quash to postpone me, and then around and around we go. There's a speed boost for them, but it doesn't really matter because we have Quash on there. And then after that, I use Max Lightning on the Thundurus, takes out half its health. We recover with leftovers, and then we're going to use another Max Lightning. They go for the Max Guard. I didn't anticipate that. I was really, oh well, what can you do? Foul play, use Max Lightning. They stall a turn, my Dynamax is over, but because I have Rising Voltage on this Pincurchin, we are still able to do Max Lightning equivalent damage, because with Max Rising Voltage, it does double damage, which is the equivalent of doing Max Lightning. We bring down the Thundurus down to a third of its health. Sableye uses Ally Switch just to play some mind games. And then that went as I thought, but I wasn't anticipating the fly for whatever reason. I was anticipating it being a special attacker, but it's either mixed or physical, which is weird, but we're going to go with it. Anyway, Fly goes through, connects on the Pincurchin, and then they use Foul Play with Sableye onto the Kingdra, and then we Scald down the Thundurus. There we go. Pincurchin is tanking this like a champ with Leftovers Recovery. But yeah, our electric terrain is down, so we're kind of in a sticky situation, so we just decide to pull out and do what we can. Sableye on their side uses Sunny Day. They use Heat Wave. Kingdra takes it like a champ. So we're going to use Draco Meteor on the Sableye just to do some chip damage. Didn't quite take it out. Has just a little bit of health left. Soul Power does minimal damage, and now we bring in more Pico because it's time for more Pico to do some shenanigans. More Pico uses Fake Out on the what's it called? The Charizard. We use Draco Meteor to take out the Sableye. And now we're pretty much at -4 with Kingdra, so we probably want to get this out as soon as possible. There we go. We pull out Kingdra, we sacrifice the Pincurchin, and set up electric terrain. And then we're going to have more Pico eat the Heat Wave here. And since we have a Focus Sash on the more Pico, it's going to survive. Pincurchin's going to go down to sacrifice for the attack. We do Parting Shot to -1 the Charizard. In comes more Pico. More Pico does Fake Out to psych out the Charizard, and after that we use Draco Meteor, and then down goes Charizard for the win. There we go. It's another GG. Thank you FT for that battle if you're watching this. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe as well, everybody, for watching. And then we also have a varied amount of content with Pokemon Go, Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Soon it's going to be Pokemon Unite when that comes out, but we're just kind of watching one of my favorites, Verlisify, doing the beta test. But anyway, back to the battle. With this one, we're going to use Charizard, and they have, what's it called? Whimsicott. We're going to do Quash onto the Charizard. They weren't anticipating it, so we use Rising Voltage to knock out the Charizard with that attack, and it was hilarious that that happened. That's why I like Pincurchin. Please don't make Pincurchin countertop comps just because I made a team with it. We want to preserve the Sableye, so we swapped out to Rillaboom, especially since we're dealing with a Tailwind team. We can probably see if we can absorb some attacks here. I was hoping to get a Grassy Glide or something, but again, since we were dealing with this thing, I wasn't really crossing my fingers for it. But anyway, Pincurchin's gonna Dynamax here, and then we go for Max Geyser just because we want to. What was I going for? Yeah, they go for a Taunt because they thought it was a Sableye. That wouldn't have went through, would it? Because it's a Prankster Whimsicott, I would have been immune to the Taunt, which is the funny part. Anyway, Max Geyser onto Regieleki. And then, of course, they pull out the Whimsicott, bring in Tapu Lele. Then, of course, they use Max Lightning, so the Psychic Terrain's going to be gone, so we can go back to using Priority here. It's kind of funny. Alright. And then Max Geyser, we take out the Regieleki. Boom, down it goes. But yeah, now that Prankster's done, or now that Psychic Terrain's gone, we can do some more shenanigans. But either way, we're going to use more Pico for the Fake Out here, and then they're going to do Sunny Day for whatever reason. But I was going to use Max Lightning here to take out the Tapu Fini. That was game, set, and match, and then they forfeit. So, yep, there's our battles for today. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like our content, and see you for the next footage.